Here it goes. So sorry about that. Alright guys, let's hold on, let me fix a couple more things. White chocolate. What the heck? Let me fix a couple things. Alright guys, we're gonna start a new series here. We're gonna call it it really hurts. Holy cow. Team North American. Alright guys, so pretty much we were given, a nice little lump sum of money, about $1 million, right? And we were told to build a city. Now, how are we gonna do this? Okay. Give me 1 second. I forgot this game actually. It's pretty high demanding. Medium is fine. Okay. We are gonna. There you go, guys. All right, guys. Ogles the second. All right, so we have a decent highway here. A couple on ramps and off ramps. Now, looking at this, right? It's gonna be a little bit tricky to set up everything, but I think I have an idea, and hopefully it becomes a good idea at the end of this. But we're gonna start here in the Cypress Street. Yeah, this turns into Cypress Street. We're gonna start in Cypress Street and not use that yet, right? But we're gonna go out to whatever medium road. I'm gonna extend it just a little bit. Right? People are gonna have a nice little area right here, honestly, to build homes and stuff like that. By the water too, But let's get started here, closer to the whatchamacallits, the highway. Oh my god, oh my knee. Alright, so we have our main artery vein, or our main artery street. Sorry, I can't talk. And we're gonna go right here. There we go. Now we're trying to go for a realistic city, so I'm gonna try to keep it at that. Now, this is very interesting. I just noticed there is no sorry about that. There's no jeez. There's no lights here. Interesting. Okay. Guys, welcome. Welcome. But I think I'm gonna set up. Let's see how this is flowing. How's the water going? Kind of all over the place, really. We're gonna do a water pumping station. It's like a little abandoned thing right here too. Right here. All right. Now we're gonna have a road. It's gonna be a little gravel road. It's fine for now. And then go up here. Let's keep it so it keeps towards the ground. Stays on the ground level a little bit, Oh, did a weird turn there. Now I do want to point out uh, two roads right here. Okay, that's a good angle right there. There you go. I don't want to make it all gravel and then connect to the highway. Looks kind of ugly in my opinion. So we got a water pumping station. Now we needed a little sewage system. Fueling deck. Now where do we put this one? Okay, where do we put this one? Probably put it over here. That's not too bad. A little far away from the city. There we go. Look at this beautiful little house right there. Abandoned. A barn. It's a barn. Okay, whatever. So we got that set up. Now we need electricity. So probably gonna use some turbines. I don't want to take a lot of these trees. Production, but it's at 6 over here, so it's actually pretty damn good. Wind speed too low. We're do it over here actually, by the barn. There we go. There we go. Let's connect this up to right there. Oh, my knee. Let's connect the water and everything else. I don't know name. Welcome, guys. Everybody's joining. I'm gonna connect these up here too. Bada bing, bada boom. Everything's kind of connected. Let's click play. All right. Right now we're wasting a ton of money. And let's get started in some housing. Now I don't want to do the whole grid like that. I think it's gonna be very ugly, in my opinion. So we'll start with something. We'll do 4 over here. Boom. And we'll go all the way to kind of right there. Nothing too heavy, you know what I mean? The reason why I'm doing that, so we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Let's go about right there. Go. And let's go ahead and do the same thing over here. And then that's it for that. And it looks like we're gonna need some shops, so let's put one right there. We're gonna put one right there. And then we're gonna put, we don't have it yet, so let's wait on that. I want to put some parking there and kind of just see how it goes. Now. The industrial part. I'm pretty sure the wind's headed this way. So we're gonna have to build some industrial up in this hilly part over here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to the meter road and we're gonna just let it continue. I'm gonna ride it out. And then we're gonna go over here to the gravel road and then we're gonna do some work around this part right here. There we go. Now, I am gonna leave some room for some farm area. I do not want the whole thing to be, you know, industrial and stuff like that. So, Timothy Barnes, asset right. What's going on, guys? Welcome. So I don't want the whole thing to be, yeah, just like purely industrial. All right. It's pretty hard, man. Pretty hard trying to go for a realistic build and having other stuff done. There you go. Hopefully we can get some industrial stuff. I'll upgrade it later, mechanized. Showing from one of your posts. Declan, what's going on? So we'll start doing some industrial stuff right here, just to kind of get it going, you know. And we'll probably do it closer over here, just because I want to keep a lot of the forestry area and ready, if that makes any sense. We'll do something small like right there, somewhere where people can work, if that makes any sense. There you go. Rambo, what's going on? And then we'll go back to the city. We have our first newcomer. What's Sunny Side Street? Okay. Now we do have to change this. Hold on a minute. There you go. Who's living here? Let's see. Let's see. Rachel Piper and Lex Piper. Adult and adult. They're both educated. At least we're getting some educated people. So I'm gonna let that progress a little bit. And then we're gonna go here to the alley. This is the reason why I didn't wanna finish the whole thing, because we're gonna make an alley. Now I wish I would have done these a little bit like one tile bigger, just so it has some symmetrical stuff. But it's okay. Not too picky. We're just gonna go across. Right, and then we're gonna go across all the way up to kind of right there. Right there's pretty good. And then I'm gonna go back to here. And let's go ahead and build another little store right around there. Let's see, maybe see, that's why I want parking. That's why I want to unlock parking already. But we're gonna set up some stores right here. Oh. One's facing wrong direction, but that's okay. We'll be able to change that. Look, we have some new homes coming to build. Let's go ahead and build some more residential. Yes, perfect. Little tiny homes, which is okay, you know. Let's go back over to our industrial. Looks like it's doing pretty good. Now we are gonna do some specialized industry, and that's why I wanted to have this one. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait to unlock that side, so we'll hold off on that for now. But let's make some new jobs for these guys. So we're gonna start right there. Start right there. Kind of variation, you know, of stuff like that. Some different industrial buildings is nice, you know. Now I know Cypress Street is gonna be ending to be a very heavy street later on, which is okay. We'll just go ahead. Finish that up right there. We'll go back to here, and then let's go back to 2-lane. Nora, what's going on? Over here. So this one, 3, 6, 9, 12. So 3, 6, 9, 12. To keep going just a tiny bit, maybe like something like right there. See, 3, 6, 9, 12, perfect. One tile over. Okay, sorry about that. Man, the commercial part is definitely growing, so we have to put another. I really want to leave that for parking. I want to hold off on that. We'll build right up front though, so we're gonna set up a little shop right here, and then we're gonna go to alley right there. It's gonna be very tricky, honestly. It's just overlapping some stuff. See what I can do. Because I think it is 2. I wish they had one where it's an alley and then parking. If that makes sense. Holy cow. See, like. That is so weird. I have no idea why it's doing that. It's like completely not leveled. Alright, we'll go ahead and get rid of that real quick. And let's go back to this. So delete this, delete that again. Tricky Tanner. It's very tricky trying to get it perfect. Because I'm not trying to snap into anything. I have to put anarchy. Just to. See, I already know that's going to be kind of ugly. Let's see what happens when I do this. It's a black, okay. That does look a little better, and I can put some trees and stuff right there. Again, I'm not trying to make this perfect, but we do have some stuff that we want to do, you know? Oh, yeah, perfect, perfect. It looks pretty good, pretty decent. I thought it was going to turn out much worse. The only thing that it's kind of like bothering me is the elevations to this, right? That's the only thing. But we're gonna have to deal with that because people are asking to move in. So we'll continue this little alleyway all the way down. Match what's going on. Perpendicular. Stupid fly here. It's pissing me off. Alright, let's go ahead and finish putting some residential homes down. These people are flying in, man. See, we didn't want this, right? So, I'm gonna have to de-zone this. Get rid of all that. Back to zoning. That's why it's so tricky. There you go. Double homes, man. There you go. Perfect. They are asking for more commercial stuff and industrial stuff, but we're going to hold on just a tad bit on that. That's the fact. We're trying to wait for our first upgrade, honestly. Let's go ahead and finish that. We get some row housing, which is gonna go up here. I already kind of have an idea what I'm gonna do with it, but we'll hold off. The houses here don't look too shabby. Not too shabby. We're gonna go ahead and continue kind of how we have going on here. What? I have to build something there. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Not too concerned. Boom, we got something going on right there in Grove Lane. Something pretty big, honestly. What is this? Furniture store, okay. So I say it looks pretty cool. This juice 92. What's going on? I really feel like once the city starts growing more, like it's already doing, it's gonna get really hectic to get around, man. But we're gonna try to work with what we can. I think that looks a tad bit better. Put some commercial stuff down, okay. I mean, they have some parking too. Little nice entrance right there too, honestly. I want to fill this up with parking, put a little nice parking stuff. Or maybe a gas station right there would go pretty nice. And then let's go ahead. I don't want to spend the money, but this is called Pinehollow, so we're gonna put some spruce. Make sure they are adults. Okay. Oh wow, you can put that there too. Okay, sweet. Should we go for spruce or should we go for something else? Hold on. It's gonna be easy. Let's go for spruces, man. Ooh. Could be nice too. A whole little. Alright, let's continue on. I don't know what to do right here. We'll hold off on that. Because our population is definitely growing and these guys do need swung by shooter. What's going on? Interesting name you got there, buddy. We're gonna just follow this same symmetrical thing, which is I think it's at 13, right? So we're gonna go 2, 4, how many? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That does a weird thing there. Okay. Scheiße. Yeah, it does something weird there. So it's. Oh man, I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we go. That's what it was. See, it's already doing some weird stuff right here. I don't need that. Okay, interesting. There we go. Fixed it right up. I'll continue on. I'm not gonna do the whole entire pattern for every single thing. I'm not gonna do the same thing. I am going to switch it up, but just for the sake of it, for right now, we are going to go what we got. So keep that in mind, you know. Businesses grow, we grow, so we got to keep going. Deontay, what's going on? Gotta keep going. Finish putting all this. And then once that gets finished out, pretty sure we're gonna be kind of set, honestly. We are gonna do something right here about this. Kind of don't like what's going on here. There you go. Go back to zoning this out. But hopefully some unique jobs for the community. Okay. Sweet. Money's going down a lot, very quick. So hopefully these new businesses bring in the money, because we need it. I do want to do something would be nice right here. Would be like a mall, a shopping center. So kind of what we have going on here. It's kind of like a shopping center, but way bigger, much nicer. What I'm gonna do, because I like what's going on back here. We're gonna go all around. Okay. Boom, we got a first upgrade. Okay. Now we gotta waste these points very parking areas. I only have one. Oh god. Let's hold off on that. They're asking for laborers, workers. Okay. So let's go ahead, because it looks like our medium density is going up a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and I really don't want to get in the way of the highway. The highway's kind of my way right now, so I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna do a shot. Bam! All the way up to here. I don't like that curvature, but it's fine. Go ahead and get rid of this, honestly. Just realized that is medium density, which means you're gonna need parking. Right, so we're gonna go ahead. I don't want to connect that. You see what I mean? Like, what the heck is that? Oh. Okay. Hopefully their cars don't get snatched up off the side of the highway, but you never know. You never know. Get rid of that. And there we go. Nice. Plenty of parking for all these people living here, honestly. Plenty, plenty, plenty of parking. Row housing. It's going to be exquisite Dakota. What's going on? Look at that. Look at that. Plenty of parking for all these folks over here living in beautiful Pine Hollows. The state of glory. Alright. Probably going to add some foliage or something else there. We'll have to wait. Okay. Like that, I like that. The highway, one thing, I'm probably gonna have to push this highway. Probably gonna push it up or push it to the side. A little bit more that way. Just because it's kind of getting on the way. Alright. So, this area right here is probably gonna be regular housing, so let's start with that. So we'll go ahead and build oof, okay. They're asking for medical facilities, which we do not have at the moment. Small clinic. Wow, that's a lot of money. I kind of want to make it easy to get to. We'll just pop that buddy right there. Hopefully we get new customers. Bubbles 1, 2, 3. And customers, I mean people. I want to keep this a little bit for higher density. Higher density folks. So I do want to change this up a little bit because we're kind of getting close to industrial. Alright. It's going to be very tricky to play this whole part out. So what we're going to do, we're going to set off like a little break in the middle. Alright. By switching it up a little bit. Alright. 3, 3, perfect. We're gonna go. I know it looks weird how I'm doing it, like one on this side, one on the other side, but trust me, as a engineer of something, this is gonna work. It is going to work, my friends. I don't know why I just did that. Oh, this is nice. Extra parking and everything. But let's go ahead and fill some of these out. Let's see. I did not want that to happen. So let's just go ahead and start here first. All right. There we go. Wow, the leveling here is horrendous. It's okay. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. That'll be the interesting part, guys. This is why I kept it like this. So we're gonna come over here. We're gonna go. See how I said we're gonna come over here and do all that. There we go. Now I'm not gonna build anything remotely close. See, that's a problem. It's not getting structurized. All right. And no, I'm not looking forward for these people to be parking in the back. Oh. The heck? What do you mean slope? There's no slope there. The guys here can park in the back. Industrial park is getting scary because they are asking for more workers. So let's set up a couple more jobs for these folks. Okay, I like that. Fulfilled everything those four. Now our money is going down heavy, so we're gonna have to start doing something quick. Probably have to expand over here actually. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. It's gonna be so interesting. Oh, okay. I don't know. It does some weird hubba bubba stuff right there. What the hell? Anyways. Don't like it one bit. But, what can we do about it? It's gonna mess everything up. Little different change. See you later. Oh, Oh, actually, hold on. What am I doing? Sorry. Forgot. Forgot I can do that. Let's go ahead and ooh, kind of messed up. Let's do 3 right there, so a gas station can populate. And these are gonna be however they want. Just needed these to be kind of symmetrical. You better build right there. That's all I know. There's plenty of parking. So, whatever you got going on, that's not a fit. Too bad. Too freaking bad. That one is though. This one is definitely gonna fit. Oh, my knees. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's see. And these people really badly need that. I just don't have the funds. That's the problem. Perfect. Do that for now, because I know we're gonna need more over there, so. This row housing, it's going crazy. A lot of people need homes. But let's see what we can do here. This is gonna be one tricky son of a gun. Pull off. See, like it's 90. There we go. Kind of good. I hope this parking over here is set up for all these, because holy cow, we're gonna have a lot of people in the freaking in the streets. These guys really badly. Like, they just need a cemetery. I'm about to plop one right there instead of doing the whole shabang bang. Is that the problem is that, like, our funds is so bad. That's my only problem. And I want to fill like square by square first. You know what I mean? This would be nice for homes too. Okay, definitely need more industrial here. Do something real quick. There we go. I just needed to be moved a tad bit. It's kind of the way. There we go. Alright. And this industrial side, not loving it. Not loving it at all. But it's okay. Hopefully these businesses bloom, grow, make us rich. Because Pinehollow only got $1 million. There we go. Welcome everybody, welcome. looking for regular homes. Wow. We'll do this. There you go. Just so we have some homes, you know. So it's 3 homes right there. Bam. Residential stuff, you think more here? Let's see. I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. It's like twists and turning and twists and turning. All right, we gotta keep going. Go back to medium roads. Crownsy, what's going on? Probably like push over the highway, right? That'd be pretty cool. We'll just do this. Oh, how tall is 10? 10's pretty tall, I would say. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. To about 69. Rexon. Why? Yo, what does YW mean? What does that mean, man? I got no idea. Boom. 59, right? Was what we're looking for.